Purple in the first, purple in the second, over the line. It's a 20.8. It's 8 to 10 the rest of the field. The Qatar Grand Prix, it's 5 lights away. And the Qatar Grand Prix is going. It's a slow reaction from Scott in the Alpine as side by side the McLarens go. And Darman's already got the lead. The Cam in the Alpine looking to go around the outside on the inside. Free abreast. Aiden gets through into 4th place as well. The Mercedes making a decent start as well. As Halios wants to make a move. Then on the inside, Devon going wheel to wheel with Cam. Through turn number 3 we go. On the run out towards turn number 4 as the McLaren 1-2 as the championship leader isn't able to get ahead of the Alpine as Scott. And then his teammate, the Winter, on the inside at turn number 4 and 5. Lovely manoeuvre there. In towards the hairpin at turn number 6. Down on the inside, late braking by De Winter. And he's almost back up to qualified. There's also
around everywhere. There's that hairpin. He's cleared Chesney Reese. And Exotic will be doing the same Chesney Reese all over the road. And this could be costly for Exotic. Halas is getting away. The gap over a second now, surely. And still not able to get through. And Harrison's up the inside.
Oh, Aiden Harrison looking for the move, side by side between Exotic is now. And I think what's his now? I forgot his name. Chesney wanted to pit, and now this puts Wilkinson on the rear of the championship leader. Has been caught up in the kerfuffle. He's been caught by as the 2 Alpines look to duel. Running outside goes Cam on the Red Bull of Wilkinson. Now the 2 Alpines going wheel to wheel. These 2 came to blows I think last time in Las Vegas. As side by side they go. Wheel bang between the 2 Alpines once again as the 2 Alpines going wheel to wheel towards turn 4. Elbows out between the pair of them, both on 3-second time penalties, and Booty Cam Sly, who was looking set for a decent finish in the podium, has now tumbled behind his teammate. Is into towards turn number 6 we go. Good move by Scott as the Alpines swap positions, and we can see a 3 wide moment down the main straight towards turn number 1. Cam gaining on Wilkinson, gaining on De Winter towards turn number 1, inside outside. Cam looking around the outside as Wilkinson very deep on the brakes. The Ferrari of De Winter looking for the old switcheroo, but will not get the traction because those tyres are surely finished on that Ferrari. Now Cam might look for a move on the inside turn number 4 on the run down towards turn number 4, and he's not close enough as the Alpines make contact, and the Alpines once again side by side, the 2 French outfits side by side
and Scott's round.
Scott goes sliding, and now Renz dives on the inside, side by side between Renz and Cam, and then off the road goes Cam almost, and through goes Renz.
Yes. Anyway, they've both got 9 seconds now, and again, defensive moves.
Late though.
Yeah.
Well, he's getting close to a puncture. That there is no doubt. What's his highest tyre wear? That's why I'm going to be curious. But
what? Is he got a puncture now?
He might do.
Yeah,
he does. Oh, for God's sake. You can be very excited as side by side go Renz and Wilkinson. And tyre hooking. Renz squeezing towards the entry of turn number 2 in McLaren Papaya in Qatar in her favourite track. It's win for Ellen in McLaren. It's in Qatar. It's P1 in Losail.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the Realistic Formula Championship for the Division 3 finale here in Abu Dhabi with the 100% race and the short qualifying, a change up the format, and we are ready to go. 18 points separating the top 2 in the championship, as we already said, in the drivers. Constructors stuck for grounds for 3 teams, and Eagle is here along with me to try and make sense of this.
Keeping company for 58 laps.
Yeah, can't wait. We still got some names to try and sort out. Someone's Gambit something has got a 5-place grid penalty. Let's just...
Apparently the Aston has just straight line someone, so that's a great way to start it. Didn't want to transition across, did we?
No, I deleted the intro scene because I don't want it to like lag it out. That's why I did that.
Can't make sense.
Anyway.
Okay, well currently I have a black screen.
Yeah, that's just give me a second. Give me a second.
Permutation, right? That is just not a word. I've just seen his mouse, guys. We just saw his mouse. Okay,
Yeah,
any minute now. Oh Jesus
I
Christ!
think I just need to do it. I think I need to window capture, not a game capture, because it's just bugging out.
Oh God! Look! Oh, good God! Jesus Christ!
Game capture just stopped working the other day, and I just
gotta change RFC to RFC3 as well.
and
Sum
then
up.
it was so
Poor.
out of sorts.
Look at this, guys. We're unreal.
There we are. Right. We'll have a look at some of the names, and I'll change that thing as well.
May need a reset. Oh no, we're okay. Sorry guys, we're just kind of
Wait, I'm basically doing what you do. You know, this is what it's like.
yeah. Sorry, you know, the first couple minutes are just nothingness.
Well, we have a few people going to the top.
As the first two drivers at the moment to do laps are the two Alpines. You got to add a name as well for the top guy.
Yeah, I think they've changed their name since I set their name up. Bit of a pain. Well, they changed it up since like last week. Oh. There we are.
Okay, Ren sets the fastest in Sector 1.
Why is my mouse like going across like that?
Yeah, why is your mouse there? What the hell? As Tom Yates there heads up into P2. As Steph there goes up P4. Not respectable laps at the moment. As the Haas there goes up into P3 there. 9 tenths adrift though. As I don't even know who that is.
Saar.
As Saar,
We'll
sorry.
just have full names
goes
for a
up.
minute.
Yeah, top of the table. Okay, yeah, you're gonna need to
Teki
change.
Tibra and Mako and Ryan Kai
Mako, bro.
and
Reggie. I'm
and
assuming. Raggy, whatever, Ragic.
yeah, of course everyone
Gambit.
decides to have their debut race like right now. Yeah, Joshua Scott. Yeah, I think that's him. Who's Teki Tibra? I could probably.
As Ryan there goes up. Ryan, is that? There's someone else, I guess, because
Tom Doyer, right. I swear he was already set up before, but maybe
as De Winter takes the early lead at the moment, but Ellen there goes up into P3. As Jacob, I think that is, goes up into P4 in the Mercedes. This is very impossible. Exotic. P3 at the moment, so behind his teammate. So at the moment, it is advantage to Elias. As of course, we just kind of sort out everything, make sure the names that I've just watched that change.
Who's Gambit? I don't know who Gambit, whoever is. Simon, apparently.
Is it?
Simeon.
Oh yeah, it's a Simeon guy.
He was called Simon, but we had to make a change. Right, everyone else can stay, I think, for now. Maybe. But we can change it between the race, Crawley and the race.
Yippee! So, Darman takes the top of the timings at the moment with a lap that he just finished. I'm going to look at everyone else. You've got, is that just a Ryan in P11?
Ryan Kai, yeah.
Cool.
Okay, there we are. I think we are there.
Nice. Fire. Is that Mazona just starting his lap? In the Red Bull. I saw your mouse again. I saw it again.
Do you see the mouse there?
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, you see it on your screen. I don't think they see it on their screen.
Oh, okay. It's just me.
Yeah, I think it's...
As 10th down at the moment on Darman in the first sector alone. Mazona's been out of the game a little bit after being a full-time Alpine driver.
Yeah, I mean, I hope I spelled his name right, because I just did that from memory when I typed it in.
Yeah, I believe that is right.
No. James says he can't see a mouse. Well,
yeah.
There we go.
Through there, loses the car a little bit out of turn. I believe that was 8.
6 and 7.
Shut up.
It literally is turn 6 and 7, turn 8
into P12, and at the moment Mazona is purple in Sector 2 and is a little bit faster by just 6 thousandths as we head through Sector 3, which is a lot more twisty and requires a little bit more downforce as he misses the apex completely through the turn 12.
Tricky to keep within track limits, runs a little bit wide again. You can see the understeer. in turn 14, I think, and last corner now. Gets on the power quite early, runs wide,
Oh,
stays wide, and the lap counts.
yep, lost a lot of time there though, and ended up 2 tenths behind Darman, so not the greatest final sector for him. So we watch on with Chesney Reese, who's had a pretty underrated season, really. He's not really been getting points, but he's had some good finishes. Just needs to get a good point, good top 10 finish, and he'll be fine. Of course, 100% race. All he needs to really do is just get a good. I don't even know what I'm saying. Just finish. As he goes up into P9. I don't even know what I was saying.
Yeah, here's Scott. I think maybe actually Steph here. No, wait. I'm reading the wrong thing. Who's on that lap? Scott here, I think, is on the lap. Coming through turn 6 and 7.
Oh, dear.
A Charlotte with the prime sub.
Shut up, Charlotte. She also said, "Where's the real eagle gone?" Made a
Well,
6-7.
I thought that
never...
was a real eagle yesterday. Crashing out, causing chaos. Not,
That was EN eagle, bro.
Yeah,
Scott
there's that
comes through
one
now.
race. A bit of traffic, a little bit wide through number 13.
Yeah, that corner's so difficult because it kind of the
It's
car's
like kind of
just
off camber,
so
like
slidey and all. Yeah, it's awful, and it's so difficult to get a nice line through there. Scott's done well to finish this lap off. Goes up into P9, just ahead of Chesney Reese, and behind Renz at the moment.
oh, there's Doyle
hello.
there. Has a bit of a snap. Was pushing on, few tenths up, but that's not done the tyres any good. And
15% on the rears, 18 on the front. Poor, Jesus Christ.
this is Ellen, end of sector 1, slightly up.
Charlotte! We'll see. How can Ellen compare to her teammate? She's had a couple really good races and moments where she's proved that she is fast enough for
I mean,
Div
we
1.
saw on that,
and then
saw on
has
that
some
little clip
random
before. Yeah,
has
yeah.
another race where she just struggles and seems to be like P6, maybe pushing P7. She comes now towards sector 3.
4 tenths
And
down.
she is, Jesus Christ, maybe not a
These
quick
used
lap at the
tyres,
moment.
though, to be fair.
Yeah, slower on a lap as well. So, I mean, booty cam slide there gets her faster in sector 1.
She's still setting green
currently
sector,
16.
though.
I feel like she's not because what did she do? I don't even know.
Maybe last sector she's just like flying. She's invalid. Anyway, now.
Yeah, there you go.
She was
I reckon we
apparently
watch on booty cam
0.66 up on her
Right,
previous
okay,
best.
so we were lied to then. Fair
No,
enough.
I'm pretty sure it's just the way that the sectors go. Look at how quicker sector 3 is.
Yeah.
Setup variation, maybe. Or maybe just, I don't know.
Cam slide it has not had a great sector 2, yellow, compared to his purple sector 1, so not really
You can see
sure.
understeer
Really
as well.
struggling, yeah, awful in sector 3. So maybe just I don't even know what setup he could be running here in the
Getting wide
Alpine.
again. Last
He
corner.
runs round his line, and it's P11 for him behind his teammate, and yeah, that is, I mean, awful sector 2 and 3, but great sector 1 time. As we watch on board with Yates now, as he's
I mean, we
currently
went on board
12.
at that point, but
Right.
we'll go with it.
I just say on boards when it's just on with.
I swear that's what James used to do, and now you just do the same thing.
Yeah, I always say on board. As almost runs wide there and invalidates, but luckily keeps it on the grey stuff. As he rounds through the final corner and towards the line. Currently P12. Can he improve his position? No, he can't, but he does go a little bit faster on that
Improves
lap.
his time by about a tenth and a half, but I mean,
Not
see,
enough to break
Red
into
Bull
the top
now.
10.
of Melts. Flashing his ERS light though, but he's maybe just running low now. He's still pushing on, I think.
Yeah, you do end up having really low ERS around this
8.7 seconds
round.
off, so yeah.
You have low ERS when you come around those couple corners as he comes to the line to set his first representable lap. It's only P8 behind, what's that, Jacob, I think. I feel like it's
I
not.
think it is Jacob. Pretty sure it is. We'll update
He
him
goes up to
before.
P4.
We'll update him before the race, maybe.
very close. A 10th cover in the top 5. We had this in Div 2 last week as well, and it seems to have carried over into Div 3, which is great to see as we watch on with the Sauber of, okay, no, we don't. We watch with the other Sauber of Enthusiast as he finishes his lap.
Kai Harris, I'm pretty sure. That's why we went away.
Up into P15, of course. Short quali, so there won't be any eliminated drivers, but we have just under 5 minutes left before the real fun begins of a 58 lap race. Again, as I said, the first 100% race in RFC history. I feel like that's false. I feel like we did another one. As Mashona there gets a beautiful
We've not done one since
slipstream.
I started being in this league.
Yeah. I don't care about season 1 to 4, mate. As Mashona there gets a beautiful slipstream from Melts. Very good teamwork from the 2 Red Bulls, and he's actually really high up on Darman's time at the moment. Just
Gonna
needs a
lose
good
lot in
final
sector
sector
3
here.
though, probably, compared to the
Yeah,
McLaren.
it's a struggle compared to, yeah, definitely the McLaren. As towards the line, we'll see whereabouts Mashona can get. Mako needs a good race. Red Bull need this to do well in the constructors as he tops the table, takes provisional pole position, and is about a 10th and a half up on Darman at the moment. But Darman yet to do his final run.
Yeah,
So
but it shows the power of the slipstream though, because without that, you know, it would be a lot closer. And well, maybe McLaren needs to try and deploy the same strategy if they want to have track position. I mean, obviously with such a long race compared to normal, maybe, you know, track position, things are going to flip-flop all the time, but yeah.
I mean, most of the time, I think in 100% races, I have my career mode here, and I think it is a 2-stop race. So, well, you can do a 2-stop.
I mean,
you
we're
can
going
do
to
a
find
1-stop.
out a lot for the next few days today.
I think it is a 2-stop if I'm not mistaken, but I mean, we will see people maybe try a 1-stop. The tyres are a lot nicer to drive with in 100%, so it's definitely a better experience overall. And I'm sure
I mean,
we're going
you'd
to see
like to
everyone.
think so. Yeah. Booty cam slide. It's going to be the next one to start a flying lap. As Alos has joined the session, so can't.
Has he actually?
Yeah. Pretty sure there is a Haas driver already in the lobby, and they retired.
He
Or
cannot
something.
join.
He's already joined, but he needs to go. Because even if he's just in the lobby, you know, saying information, that's not allowed.
Halaos, you will get banned if you don't leave, by the way. Like, genuine.
He's left. There we go. He's out. As Booty Cam slide down towards turn 1. Starting his final lap. A lot of traffic now heading out of the pits, but Cam slide down towards turn 5, the hairpin, and this sets up the 2 straights, the back straights. He's 0.067 up on the zone so far, but obviously sector 1 is, I mean, not really. There's less difference in lap time in sector 1. And he's only slower than before anyway. So down towards turn 6. And maybe a little bit tight there on the exit. Doesn't quite open up the run. And now flat through turn 8. Not really a corner really. And the bank turn 9. He's not improving.
Yeah, poor lap at the moment from Cam's side. Now has a lot of traffic ahead of him as he's kind of started a bit alternative as the Ferrari sat on the apex. Little bit bad there, and now getting dirty air as well. From, I believe that's the Red Bull ahead.
Yeah,
it's
the Red
really
Bull,
awful, horrible time to be doing a lap.
Yeah.
And Melts will not slow down and let him pass.
And
could
this
be
is
considered impeding.
I would say that it has been impeding because he stayed in front for about 3 corners there. Booty Camside does find the time because he lost quite a bit before in the last sector. Whoa!
Melts, yeah, there you go. Booty Camside not very happy. Parks in front of Melts. Melts only P9 and has not done a last lap as we've got 4 seconds left of the session before the checkered flag comes out. The checkered flag is now out, so everyone on a lap now has their chance. The Red Bulls will not do a final run. Yeah, so Red Bull maybe throwing away this semi-lead they have as Steph comes across the line 2 seconds behind. and stays P19. Sorry.
As here comes Exotic,
Ren's purple is
the championship leader, and it's P3. So a good position for him as it stands. As now we see, here is the Racing Bulls of Ryan, P15.
Only P15. And we'll see where his teammate can do as he comes around the final corner. He had a good first sector until it was beaten. As he takes provisional pole. Get him out, get a grip. People warned me, to be fair.
I was going to say, everyone else is just going to be like, yep, that's exactly what they expected. Here's Ellen across the line to take it back.
Ellen takes it.
Kai Harris.
Where are we going to see?
Here is Jacob across the line.
I think it's Ren's, I thought.
Jacob across the line. I know who I selected. Here comes Darman. Can Darman take back provisional pole? No. Just on the 3/10 away. As now we're going to see Scott not improve. Here now is Ren's. Ren's purple in sector 1, of course, crosses the line. It's only P6 in the end. As now the Red Bull...
the only one that can take it away.
Yep, that's it. He's in the pits.
Oh, he's not even there. Okay, so I think that's it then.
Pits.
Ellen takes another pole position.
No improvement.
I don't think it was going to be pole, really.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Here we go. Ellen takes pole.
Ellen takes the final pole position of Div 3 Season 7. And how many poles does that make that for her now? So we'll have a little look. Of course, she had one last time out. This is only her second pole position, to be fair. And it's both come at the final 2 rounds.
I mean, she could have had one in, like, Spa or something, in Sauber.
She could have had one in half the races she's raced in, to be fair. But she hasn't. Now, there are a couple 5-place grid pens to...
Yep. That's Jacob now set up, I'm pretty sure.
To remove one driver. That Sargai will be moved up.
Yeah, we already said that we were not supposed to restart anyway before, but then you did restart in that race, and that just...
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
All right, there we are. Name should be set up now. We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of this. And we're here.
Tim got kicked and everything.
Well, he could join back. I can invite him back.
I don't know. He can't now. That's it. It's over. He can't join and take control.
Why not?
But hey, we now head towards the main event. The 100% race. 58 laps. And this will decide the Division 3 championship.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this all season, you know, definitely. Everyone, the 100% race. People have been begging for it for however long. And finally, it's time. No, I can't get the screenshots thing up for some reason.
Charlotte, would you like to do a 200% race? Because I don't think you would.
Here we are, the 116 lap race around Abu Dhabi.
I wish that there was a way to
do a custom amount of laps or something.
Yeah, do like a custom. I think that would be a lot better. Oh, we're going already, so pretty early.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to open the screenshot thing, but it's just I can't even find it now.
I've driven 10 hours before. Yep.
Well,
okay.
Anyway, Ferrari.
A little bit.
Ferrari
doing Ferrari things. Elias going for the soft tires. Exotic going for the hards. Crazy strategy choices.
I mean, soft tires should last a bit longer, based on obviously 100% race. But
this is going to be the worst experience of our
life. Look at the brake marker boards. All the stone flicks up. Yeah, this would be my nightmare, trying to pick the braking points, but, you know. Here we are, someone going to clatter into them again. This is normally where you see him braking on the curb. Is anyone... No one's doing that, so fair enough. The Racing Bulls... Hang on, can't Racing Bulls... Can they go anywhere in the championship?
Racing Bulls versus Alpine for P6.
Yeah.
Alpine currently P9. That is literally all they need. However, Saar is P2. So I've got a feeling that Racing Bulls may take P6. However, it's a long race. Anything can happen. 58 laps. One of them could crash out after one lap. Like, honestly, yeah. I may please remind everybody that it is not won on lap 1. I very much affirm that now. There is 58 laps. Please, we do not need to be sending heroics into turn 4.
Turn 4? It's a random corner to pick.
And turn 3.
You mean
One,
turn 1 and turn
2,
5 and turn
3,
6? They're the
4.
main ones.
It's turn 4. It's the hairpin, no?
That corner is
Max
turn
Verstappen.
5. The
Oh,
one
is
I'm
it?
pointing with my mouse.
No heroics into turn 5. Shut up, Charlotte. She's just put turn 5.
Everyone
Get
knows
it
that's
correct.
turn 5 because of 2021.
No one knows that's turn 5. No one knows.
Anyway,
no one knows.
there's going to be fireworks now at the start of this race. We have all the drivers, all 19 driving today, lined up for the 100% race. Ellen with a second pole position in a row, lining up alongside Saar on the front row. It's lights out and away we go for the finale. And already we can see the Ferrari starting on the soft tyres, trying to make a quick start. Elias de Winter is into the first couple of corners. Saar has a bit of contact already and is already under pressure from Darman. And Hofenk does maintain the lead. We have Jacob, who's dropped back behind Darman. And then here is De Winter looking to make a quick start, looking to go around the outside at turn 5 to 2 Mercedes side by side as the Red Bull sends one down the inside. Melts Wilkinson making a quick start. Tom Doyer seems to be slowing down there a lot. At turn number 5, as Saar is in the slipstream, and Saar may be looking to take the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Down the inside goes Saar. Saar takes the lead of the race on the first lap. Darman in third, and then Renz ahead of De Winter. De Winter under pressure here from Jacob, and then Melts Wilkinson as well, as the two McLarens maintain their positions. As here is De Winter. De Winter under pressure from Jacob and is through into 5th as someone went off there, I think, maybe in the background, and into the final sector for the first time, but it's Saar who leads.
Yep. So, down the inside is Wilkinson on Jacob, makes a move there, random corner to go for a send there as well, and moves up into P6, and now Exotic under pressure from booty cam slide. Not the greatest start on those hard tyres, definitely struggling to get some temperature at this early stage. So he's going to be under pressure from both the Alpines, who are behind him at the moment, as we look towards the front pack, and both McLarens sat there together at the moment. Saar seeming to have a little bit of a breathing gap of about 6/10, so doesn't need to worry at the moment from an attack.
Yes, Saar, I mean, that's what we want to do. Was very aggressive on the first lap. Ellen maybe just playing it safe, you know, knowing that there's 58 laps. Saar in the race was wanting to take the lead, as now we see the battle once again towards turn number 6. Yeah, there's so many changes of position at turn number 6, and now we see the two McLarens going wheel to wheel as Darman's ahead. For some reason there's no arrows showing who's going up and down, but we'll just accept it as there is De Winter ahead of Renz. Jacob and Exotic side by side, the championship leader ahead of the Mercedes.
Oh!
And round goes booty cam slide.
No! Just dropped it on the exit.
It's a 10-second penalty.
10-second time penalty for a collision as well. That's a bit crazy. What even happened there? Oh,
We can't even see. I don't know if they even work. This always happens. I have to I can probably actually. Maybe. They're supposed to work. Oh no, wait, hang on. It's because. It's because
this guy
of
does our
something.
graphics, by the way.
No, it's because it needs to be set to the window capture instead of game capture. That should be working now. Anyway, back to the action. Darman sets the fastest lap while we were gone.
Fastest lap's not working. No, no, no.
What about now? There we are. Well, now the live thing doesn't work. We'll just always watch without live. I'm sorry. We'll just have to watch without live.
Oh, some horrible
Darman's taking
camera
the
angles
lead
over
of the
here.
race.
Yep, and they've sort of got a little bit of a lead at the moment to Ellen, who's currently struggling a little bit.
Yep, Wilkinson here, side by side. Up the inside of turn number 9. This very wide corner. Renz tries to hold it around the outside, but Wilkinson is through. And from 10th on the grid, now into the top 5.
Good start from him, to be fair. He's done really well to come back through, especially as he's just on the same tyres.
He was really aggressive on the first lap as well with his moves, and then has carried that on. And we'll have a first little check-in of, let's see the constructors as it stands. Obviously McLaren doing enough at the moment with the position that they're in. Just about, you know, they're going to squeeze through and take the championship. But drivers, obviously Exotic is there, and De Winter not doing enough as it stands. Saar retaking the lead into turn number 5.
I'm going to try and hold it though, but he's not going to have DRS down the straight. Saar will have the DRS, so sits in the slipstream towards turn 6 now, as he's not going to have enough speed here. So Darman
really
burning
got
down
any
this
RS.
straight.
Oh,
Saar
Ren's almost there.
late braking, and
someone
then
hit the
marker
marker board. Yeah. I don't think Saar will be close enough unless he really goes for it.
Oh no. I've heard rumours now that Meltz is using a Goblin Wing setup. So he's going to be great in Sector 1 and 2, but he's going to be horrid in Sector 3. Whoa.
Well,
we
so
see.
far, straight line speed is the top speed from Meltz, 334 kilometers per hour. And then we have De Winter 335, Exotic 338 kilometers per hour. So Ferrari have got a good straight line speed, we know that.
Yeah, they need to start using that to randomly get a 1-2 here, and for McLaren to just suddenly crash if they want to win the constructors. But of course, they don't really care about that. They don't really know. Well, they're not in a fight. They know that they've got the drivers on wraps, so they don't need to worry about anything else. So coming towards turn 5 now, Darman stays ahead at the moment of Saar.
Checking on tyre wear, I think, just to kind of see how things are going.
5 laps and 30% seems high, to be honest. It does seem a little bit too high for some people. And Exotic on 10% on the hard. That's only around 3%, you know, difference between some of the top runners here. So it's not that big of a difference to be on those hards at the moment, tyre wear wise at least, as down the inside
the difference
is
will increase the
Camp
more laps they do.
Yeah, hope.
And once the two
That's
leaders side by
Saar!
side making contact, Darman trying to go around the outside again, and
Saar
does.
accepts it.
Yeah.
Yep. Saar doesn't fight it too hard. He knows that it's a long race and it will kill his tyres. If they keep fighting, that's what it's going to do. As we check back in, we just caught it as it happened, just down the inside there. It was very close, and then it was side by side. And there you go. You see Saar just had to accept that Darman was holding on there, as he keeps in P1 as we head onto lap 6 of the race.
Yeah, lap 6 of 50. I wonder when the pit window is actually. Lap 21 to 42.
21.
Well, that's a really wide pit window.
Cheers.
We'll check in on the Winter's pit window, maybe. Oh, you know, just a couple of laps shorter.
1 lap each side. Oh dear. As my stream stopped for a second there.
My screen stopped for a second then as well.
Oh, okay. As Ellen looks behind Saar, just peeps out to show that she's there, and is kind of pushing Saar around there, as Mazhona there is under pressure from Scott. As further back,
I think
it's
Mazhona
Chesney
made a
Reese
move,
making
maybe.
little move.
Side by
All
side, almost gets pushed off the track. Then they're still side by side down the straight, as in front, Mazhona and Scott still go on, and it's Scott who is ahead.
Mazhona struggling and getting overtaken by the team he started at this season. That's cinema, really, isn't it?
Seems like the
Exotics,
Winter's kind of
sorry,
struggling
Elias,
a
yeah.
little bit. He's dropping back.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely seems to be a little bit slower than he was. I'm second behind Wilkinson at the moment, so he's outside the pit window, the DRS window. So this is an important part of the race for him as we get our first 3 second time penalty there.
It's a bit of an incident there, it seems, between Simeon and Doyer. They both go very slowly there in the last sector.
And the 3 second as
but-
well. So maybe there was something. Maybe he was the reason for it.
No, we don't know, but that suggests that. And we'll see the warnings. Actually, a lot of drivers with 2 already, so still got over 50 laps to go.
Was Saar's making a move towards turn 6 now, and down the inside, Saar makes a move. Is Darman going to be able to get the little switch back on him? As he's hesitant there, and like maybe thought his teammate was making a move, so loses a little bit of time there. And now Saar pulls to the side, lets Darman basically use him and get straight back up into the lead. So Darman lost the lead for about a straight.
Yeah, the
And
2
we
championship
took-
rivals have swapped around as Renz as well gets ahead of De Winter. Exotic ahead of De Winter as well. And Exotic was almost going for it on Renz then. But Renz just about holds on, but De Winter really struggling now. And
Oh, a little bit of contact there.
We see going off Mazzona. At the same second,
what
Saar got
happened
a
there.
penalty.
Yeah, I think Scott just broke it a little bit too late there and just pushed him through basically. As we get a little replay of what happened. And there you go, you just see Scott just rear ends. So Saar gets a 3 second time penalty. I swear he just got one as well.
But that was in the replay, mate.
Oh, sorry.
It's in the game. That was what was in the game at the time.
Saar gets a
Inter's
3. Oh, that's way too early to be pitting. Obviously started on the softs. Definitely should be doing a hard run. What is very weird the run here as Saar goes back past Darman again, trading DRS very nicely. Ellen not close enough to make a move. Darman trying to maybe hold it on the outside. Saar letting him kind of sit there as we get our first retirement of Tom in the pits. Haas have been struggling with finances the last couple races, and that's not going to help. Having a little thing there as Darman there gets back past Saar, and Ellen, is she going to be able to make a
They
move?
just do the same thing every lap at this point. They
Yeah, we're
always
just trading.
swap on the first straight, swap on the second straight. Darman gets a bit of a wobble on the exit, but Exotic there in 5th now on the hard tyres, and he's in a good position, but still a lot of time to go. Simeon driving slowly.
Yeah, just got a 3 second and now spun round, so pretty poor from him. I'm not sure if there was contact between him and De Winter, but hey ho. As we head on to lap 9 now. Jesus Christ, this race is going to be long. As
Yeah.
the current gap between those 2 Ferrari drivers is 21 seconds. Both very different strategies at the moment. I didn't expect to see anyone start on softs, to be honest, because do you start on softs in a normal 50%? No. So why would you do it here?
Well, you never know. If it's going to be a 2-stop anyway, then I don't know.
Just accept
But-
a medium
but-
and swap it, I guess.
I mean, if the hard are doing 21% after like less than 10 laps, then they're not going to do like much over 35 laps. But then that means
As,
they can surely make a 1-stop.
There's a fight for the for P2. Ellen making a move on Saar. Saar's made a mistake. They were side by side there. Saar is very much there.
Bit
A
of
little bit
contact
further
there.
behind now.
Hopping round the
Ellen,
outside.
round the outside. Oh, a little bit of contact.
Tsar almost spins out. Is okay. Is okay though. That
Ellen,
was very
though,
close.
Makes the move. I mean, that was a little bit cheeky, but that's how we go. Actually, Haas, by the way, have got a DNS and a DNF. They are, they deserve to be bankrupt, to be honest, for how badly they've performed under Riley.
Francesca
Back
Lane.
in his move, a little bit of contact there. A little bit of contact there, and then more contact through the corner. Very, very weird racing there.
Yeah, so now McLaren 1-2. As
Can they hold on to this? Wilkinson's really got himself back into this fight. These 3 were kind of by themselves for a little while there. But now Melt's sort of tried to get back into the fight, which is good as we have a little reset there just to make sure everything's okay.
There we are. That looks way better now. It was like half of it was stopped for some reason.
I did not see that.
Once again, Hoffenk might be in battle here. Might get very close between the top three.
Maybe more going a little bit more defensive just to make sure that Saar doesn't make a move on both of them. As Ellen now
just seems
gets
to burn everything on every straight he tries to.
Yeah, he's got no ERS left at all. Ellen looking okay at the moment. As further back, I think Tom Yates makes a little move there, or Masona makes a move. Sorry, I believe on Tom Yates.
Exotic got
Now
past, I think, as well by Renz. Yeah, I mean, it would help if the arrows were there, but it always does this on the sprint for some reason. Now it's just doing it in this. So
if you ever needed a reason to get better graphics, this would be it.
yeah, maybe there's one potential way that might fix this without like restarting everything. So I'm gonna try it.
Right.
Let's see if that does anything. Anyway, here we go. Lap 11 now, and now Wilkinson is right here in this lead battle.
Could be a little thorn in the side. Of course, it is McLaren versus Red Bull. Red Bull really needs to get some more points. Masona not doing what he needs to do. The arrows are fixed. The winter has just overtaken. Oh, Saar's wide! Saar's wide! And has bottled
two
third place
McLarens
completely.
swap over as well. And well,
Ellen makes a
Wilkinson,
move up into the lead. Sorry.
yeah, Exotic goes back to on Renz. Maybe they can get into this train. They're right there. This is going to be a huge lead train. Exotic struggling on the exit though to get the power down, and once again maybe the McLarens will swap over. Saar looking to fight back as well, but don't think he's close enough.
What a fumble from Saar there. Like out of nowhere, just made that little mistake and ended up wide and just gifted the position to Melts. If there was, you know, still sister teams, then you'd think that was tactical, but as there isn't.
I mean, you don't know what trick Simon is pulling.
As Melt was all over the back of Darman as well. Melt's looking in a great position. He's been so quick since the start of the race. Started P10. Is he burning his tyres out a little bit too much though at this early phase? Lap 12 and early phase is crazy.
Burning more
they are a
than
little bit more, yeah, a little bit more
Hoffenk
warm
always
than
doing the
McLaren.
best on tyres, like every race. Got the same wear as Exotic.
Crazy, innit? Shut up, Charlotte. Get a grip. Oh, I hate these goblin wings.
Let's see what the straight line speed is then.
Ryan there gets a 3 second further back. I don't even know if that's
Cam
good.
slides. Oh wait, he had that penalty from the accident really early on, didn't he?
Yeah. There's Masona there, makes the move on Scott. Really been struggling to fight the Alpines.
Maybe they were banging
The
wheels in
Alpines
Qatar,
and
and they're back again.
two Alpines together. Oh, here we go. Cinema, really, isn't it? Now have a lead train that goes from P1 all the way down to P7.
Here goes
as
Exotic.
He's trying. He's never going to make that
He
move
knows
in a
he
million
doesn't need a
years.
lot of points today. No, do not want to risk it at this early stage. Oh, loses the rear end slightly.
Saar losing it a little bit on the exit as well. Maybe struggling a little bit. Just seems to be in front. Just seems to be struggling a little bit. Just losing the rear every so often.
I think he's really just pushing the limits, especially his ERS as well, just burning it all the time. But
Why is there a random orange bit in the middle there?
well,
Is that engine?
yeah, it must be. I don't even know.
I don't even. I've
must be
never
like
seen
engine
it.
temperature or something. It's like a bit.
It could be
I don't know.
overheated.
Yeah, it must be that because
Never seen that.
it's always there. I'm pretty sure it's always there.
I just never noticed.
You only take note when you're like you can't. You don't have to control anything and you're just watching.
How many times have I used that graphic?
Like never.
Starman has the ERS advantage here, and of course the advantage of Slipstream and DRS. Not making a move though, just sticking behind and waiting. As Exotic finally makes the move there. I thought there was going to be a bit more contact. It seemed a bit late, but does make the move up into P4. Now those hard tyres are really cooking.
Yeah, we just saw them swooping around the outside, and
Yeah,
in the end,
that
Sar didn't really
late
fight
move.
it too much. Couldn't really do much about that. And Exotic up into 4th on the hard compound tyres to Winter. Down outside the points, having pitted early after starting on the softs.
Basically, they're in the opposite positions
The
at the
Sar
moment.
goes
There's
in.
Star there. Early pit.
Yeah. Gets it slowed down. Lap 14. This was
Releases
about the
both-
time where in 2021 they pitted. And tried to go to the end.
Everyone mentioned.
Yeah.
Chesley Reese moving up past Sar as well, so up into P11 at the moment. De Winter, of course, moving up as well. Sar has come out just in front of his teammate in P40. Oh no, he's behind now. Oh, he should walk around when he come
what
out.
even? What? Why does that say? Oh wait, everything's. My whole thing has been like slightly changed because this is based on it because I restarted everything. It's based on the position they were in when I restarted it instead of the
Oh.
actual grid position. So the Winter's actually position 16 instead of position 7 on the thing.
Right.
Anyway, there we are. There's the gap. He will be ahead, but obviously, fly aware. And Winter's not going to go to the end.
It really is going to be interesting to see where De Winter comes out after all of this. I mean, he's already come out ahead of Sar, who was P4, so, you know, P4. So he is, around that point. Of course, they're kind of in the opposite positions to where they want to be right now. I mean, De Winter would want to be P3, and Exotic would,
Or the Winter
needs
would
to be-
want Exotic to
De
be.
Winter would want Exotic, yeah. He'd want a little swap there, but I think at the moment, Exotic looks pretty good, as the two McLarens have now built a little bit of a gap to Exotic, and they're just kind of cruising together now. They don't need to pull away too much. They gained 3 attempts on that last lap. De Winter makes another move. That's actually Tom Yates
Tom Yates
pitting,
in the
so
pits,
we're
yeah.
starting to get a
He's
couple
not really
people
making a
pit.
move then, is he?
He's not. Just missed the arrows.
No excuses now.
As Darman should just be sitting behind Ellen. They should just take this home, the McLaren team. They just need to, finish it off.
I mean, there's a
Really?
long way to go.
Mercedes really struggled in this division, which is surprising, to be honest, considering Rennes was in like sort of a championship fight until last round. But yeah, Mercedes P5, P6 at the moment. That's kind of explains their Div 3 season. Not as quick as the Red Bulls and the Ferraris and the McLarens. Yeah, the other top 4 teams. Nice one, mate.
Yeah, I mean, they're not being as bad as Ferrari Div 1 though.
No, that's been horrid. Not that I've seen. I've been in the pub.
As you're
It's
doing again.
The sun's gradually setting as the race continues, and it's kind of settled down a little bit now. We've got, the top 6 are kind of, calm at the moment. It's the calm before the storm.
Yeah, we must be getting towards the pit window. Eventually.
People could keep going. I mean, you
I
wouldn't want
mean,
to stop
there's more of a chance for a safety car in this length of race, surely, with just, everyone will be
Yeah.
getting tired, accidents will happen. I think
This is
Wilkinson
real
here
fun,
might be
yeah.
close to make a move as the McLarens do swap over. And Wilkinson just kind of sitting all around, doesn't really have ERS, I don't think. 2 Mercedes lurking in behind, holding onto this train. And no one really swaps over.
Meow, 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 meow.
Lap 16 of 58. And Darwin has the fastest lap. I don't know.
Have we regretted, you know, making it 100% race? It's fun for everyone else, you know. It's something different, but we have had to sit here as well.
Yeah, well, see, this is why I much prefer full quali than 100% race.
Yeah, full quali's kind of, you know, you've got 3 like batches of
Yeah,
like
if you've
boom,
been
boom,
knocked out
boom.
in quali as well, you can just kind of like chill out and do like nothing. Or like,
Yeah, you can, yeah.
yeah, everyone's going to stay locked in. 58 laps. I mean, whoever wins the championship has earned it in this race. The Winter moves up as Mazzona pits. Fastest sector 3 from Saar.
Tar is doing very well. He got past the sector 3 last lap as well, so at the moment pushing on very quickly, and he should, I reckon, by the end of the pits phase, will come out in the lead of the race. However, the deficit, the like tire difference between the two will be quite large, and it seems that the Racing Bulls hasn't been as kind to the tires as the other teams. Of course, Racing Bulls versus McLaren. Which would you rather take, really? So it's final losing battle. Semenyo has scored. He is in my FPL team.
As
Sorry,
Renz
no,
goes
no.
past Melts Wilkinson. And Wilkinson tries to fight it back, wheel to wheel. The exit turn 9 into the last sector. And surely doesn't send it here. Don't want to lose
No.
time.
Yep, that's one Mercedes pass.
And Jacob will be looking to do the same. As surely there might be another pit stop for someone. Nope, everyone stays out. And Mazzona
Melts maybe
fighting away with Yates.
Melts now is feeling the repercussions of the earlier, you know, pushing on. You know, he was very quick at the start. Looked like he could easily, you know, catch the McLarens, and then suddenly just started to slow down a little bit more as the first couple laps went on, and now seems to be struggling a little bit more than he was nearer to the start.
I mean, he's definitely got more tyre wear.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't know how
Maybe
Jacob
struggling.
here is like.
Jacob has been sat in pretty much that position the entire time, just absorbing just what's going on ahead of him as Melts makes the move down the inside of Renz into turn 6. And Renz is going to try and get the move on towards turn 9, I think it is.
Yeah.
So we should
Charlotte
see the move
says,
there.
can the Alpine serve its 10 seconds? Should be able to, because it was for a collision. As around the outside goes Renz. See, we see Jacob here is got so much more ERS as well, just sitting behind as Melt's almost pushing Renz through. And once again, the same thing happens as the previous lap.
I heard
we see
Jacob is
Jacob here.
lagging.
We see Jacob here. He's got 79% battery, just sitting around here.
Yeah.
He's the only
He could be doing a one-stop here.
The only one with like, well, the only people with more battery are Kai Harris with 100% and Ellen.
Oh, Melts. Melts loses the rear there, goes wide, and that causes a 3 seconds. So Melts the first one of his top guys to kind of get that 3 second bar. Saar, who was in the top guys.
He will be when everyone pits.
Still with 0. Same with Exotic and Renz. And
Jacob.
Jacob. Both Mercedes doing really well. After I slagged them off for being too slow.
And it's a bit late now. They're out of the championship fight.
Yeah, Mako gets the fastest lap there. So Mazzona finally showing a little bit of pace in that Red Bull. He seems to be struggling. 11 seconds behind Saar, who should come out in the lead of the race. As here we go. Jacob finally trying to make a move. He's made one. He's burnt that ERS. And he's made up into P5 and now could easily get past Renz as well. It's probably the first time he's used his tyres as well. His tyres are going to be confused with what's going on. As,
I mean, surely you just think he can go a little bit longer, try and overcut. I mean, you can't really overcut, but try and build a bit of an offset.
Could get a one-stop. He could easily do a one-stop here.
I mean, surely some of these other drivers who are still out there can do a one-stop.
I mean, they could, to be fair, yeah.
Because, well, Exotic's on 46%. He's done like 20 laps. So
I think Saar may be committed to that two-stop, thinking that other people would go for it.
you can do about 35 laps on hard, surely.
Hard, yeah.
Charlotte says Melts needs to box, apparently. No, that is the strategic advice from Charlotte.
Would you listen to your teammate, or would you listen to some guy who who got P3 here, while Charlotte got. Where'd you get Charlotte? Oh, actually, where'd
Somewhere lower
throwing
down.
shade, throwing shade. The next message is going to involve Brazil. I will tell you that right now.
Yeah, she already typed it in probably.
Yeah, she's just deleted it. She's deleted. We know her game. This is like Le Mans commentary when
Le
we get to the
Mans.
end. You know?
But she said Brazil. The winter hit on Booty Cam slide.
No.
Booty Cam slide
Easy.
doesn't give it up easily.
Oh!
Contact.
No way. I thought that Booty Cam Slide was going to just accept that position there and be like, yeah, fair enough. You know, I'll just accept that the winter is going to get past. He starts fighting him a little bit more. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, surely Le Mans commentary. I mean, they're there for like hours, each of them. The commentators. Here we go. We see De Winter going around the outside, gets his front axle ahead, turns
Ooh.
across.
Yeah, I mean, technically by the rules.
Technically by the rules, De Winter's okay. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
'Cause
Darman gets a 3 and all that, and it also comes into the pits.
So that must have been a bugged one, maybe. Because you
Oh,
can get them when you go in the
yeah.
pits here.
Yeah, but it could be
Yeah, I
horrid
remember.
game. This is.
I remember that before.
Man City just got 2-0 up. Semenyo assist. Oh, why is he not my captain?
Anyway, Ellen's got a bit of a gap now, but obviously Darman will undercut. We'll see where. See, Saar is way ahead, and Mizona as well is ahead.
Yeah. But he could be doing a one-stop here. Well, should be doing a one-stop now, really.
And then Mizona's going to be right under pressure immediately from Darman. Saar also looking to fight the winter.
Will Mashona do a little Sergio Perez here and try and defend Darman as much as he can. Darman down the outside.
So he,
Mashona
like,
can't do
he
anything.
did like glitch through him there.
Well,
Straight
he
like
wanted.
busted through him.
I'm sure that Meltz wanted Perez, but he got Sonoda there. Sadly, that was not really.
The Sonoda is just like weaving all over the road, and then yeah.
Yeah, maybe not great for Meltz's fight, really, but there we go. As you see, he kind of
You see him
went
like
to the
goes through
inside.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the front wheel.
Their wheels just like clinched.
It's pointless. Nice, great game, guys.
Anyhow, Exotic's got back into. Well, he's got into DRS now.
Yeah,
Off Hoffenk.
and
Maybe
then
Hoffenk.
struggling and
Yeah.
might cut out of it a little bit though, because it's so close, and the DRS activation point's not till here.
Detection.
And, yeah, there you go. He's out of it. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Words.
But maybe down
know
the
what I mean.
straight. There's actually
Saar gets
Saar.
past Wilkinson,
Yeah.
and that's after the extra pit stop as well. Is Wilkinson looks finished right now. His
Yeah,
tyres.
so Saar's basically caught up a pit stop gap almost to.
Yeah, he's done what he needed to do, really. He's made that two-stop, well, potential two-stop, well, it's most likely a two-stop, work. So, I mean, he's 8 seconds down the road
Ooh,
from...
Gets a bit out of shape into turn number 6 there. Struggling a little bit, though. There's actually now De Winter, having pitted, is on Meltz.
Yeah, he was...
And
Oh, he's gone for a late
Meltz has to
move!
back out a little bit behind Saar, and it
He's
opens
hold
the
on the
door.
exit.
Wheel to wheel, and still wheel to wheel into the last sector. De Winter around the outside, wheel banging between the Ferrari and Red Bull. De Winter just gets ahead, Melts with the cutback. They're both off the track. De Winter's off again, comes back on ahead of Wilkinson. That was chaos. Is there going to be a send at the last corner? No. Well,
Yeah, lots of contact there, really. As Saar's is now making a move past Rennes.
in turn 1.
Yeah, Saar
It's
is
not
dark
normally a
horse
place you
here,
see an
really.
overtake. And he's flying.
Yeah, De Winter losing about 2 seconds to Saar there. He was right behind him, and then that move costing him a little bit of time there. Of course, Meltz lost a lot of time, and that's very bad for Red Bull in this fight for the constructors, as they're currently P7 and P10. And, I mean, you've got Darman in P9 at the moment, but has already pit. and Ellen currently leading the way. So it's not very good, and Ferrari actually would jump Red Bull as well. So horrible race at the moment for Red Bull, and Melts needs to pit still. So
As Exotic takes the lead of the race on the hard tyres now. And well, if Ellen and Exotic have both got a stop to go, it's very much his race on. Obviously, Ellen will pit first.
you still got to remember Saar is there, and
So,
really,
depends though.
Darman
Obviously,
has
Sar still needs to gain, obviously, with the 2-stop. If they've all got a stop to go, then he's still about 7 seconds off the lead.
yeah.
But
I mean, if they keep going like for another couple laps, it gives Saar more laps to gain while the pace is slower. As Mazhona there slaps into the back of Booty twice, 3 times, forces away past really, and there's lots of contact. The Red Bull really should not be taking a position there and should be giving it back. That was horrific, and I'm sure that will be recorded as we get a little replay. He was looking to set up the outside, tried to switch back, hit the back again, hit the side. What part of the car did he not hit? Because even hit on the exit as well. That was a bit of a dirty move there from Mazhona, but I guess the Red Bull team really getting a bit desperate to try and make moves here. As there's something going on further back as well. Yeah, Star makes a move up into P3 now. It's 5 seconds to the 2 leaders. As close for Darman as Melts is going to try and hold it down the inside on those really old tyres, flicking the wheel inside, and he's going to get done with the switchback because Darman's, beautiful switchback from Darman. He's got the move before the DRS zone.
yeah, he's got the DRS as well because of the detection point.
Melts is going to try something.
Melts loses a car.
Yeah, currently behind, like he's about to be
he's gone through.
Overtaken by his teammate who was already pit. So this 1-stop for Melts is an awful decision, as we see that Elias fighting with Renz, and Renz at the moment struggling with his tyres, as well as a late move from Elias. Really late move for the Ferrari. Are we going to see another Mazhona incident here as we go through towards the final corner? Renz is going to come into the pits this lap. It's finally decided it's time, and that releases Elias, but definitely loses him a lot more time as well, as he's now about 5 seconds down the road from Saar, who he was with.
Saar is the one who is, on an alternate strategy to the top 2, and he is on the way and will be with them soon.
Yeah, but he's really loads faster here. 2 seconds faster the last lap. Surely Ellen pits soon. I mean, they're on dead tyres, but of course, we have to remember Saar has to pit again. And so does the top 2
almost at half race distance, so hards should be able to go to the end from here if mediums can go this long. Yeah.
It's the decision for Saar of what tyres he goes on, because if he goes on the mediums late on, he'll have a very big pace advantage as Darman sets up a move for Elias, pulls to the outside and swoops around the outside there. Easy move for him. And he moves up into P5. There's Mazhona trying to make a move on Elias there, but not being able to make it as easily as Darman.
But down the inside, almost.
Yeah, sticks his nose there. Some random has joined. I don't even know who this is.
Phil Seddy.
Gonna need to start banning people from inviting.
Who is doing that though?
Don't know.
There's only one driver out of the race, but obviously anyone can go on AI whenever they want, technically, without us really knowing.
Yep. As Melt comes into the pits finally, maybe about 10 laps too late, to be honest. I think it's that was very silly to stay out for that long. And
but James says they're probably a team's engineer. Well,
most likely, yeah. We'll find out what team and we'll ban the driver that's involved.
So maybe, we should just fill all the spectator spots with someone.
Random.
I don't know. You could just join regardless, and then or something. I don't know.
Tona there makes the move on Elias. A little bit of contact in the rear end there. Tried to find the best way of saying that without sounding sus.
See, look, James says he'll join next time. Yeah, what if James is the
Next
engineer
time
for
is next
Mercedes?
season, by the way. Well, he's commentating the next 2 races, so
He
3-0
is.
for City. Please beat either Haaland or Semenyo again. I mean, Semenyo, I think less people. Oh, it's Haaland. Hopefully, it's Semenyo assist. Of course, guys, I'm paying attention to this race, but you know, FPO exists. Phil Foden getting an assist in a big 26. Come on.
Phil
Get
Foden
up.
playing in the big 26.
As McLaren, of course, still taking the lead as Jacob there finally decides it's time to pit. He's been pretty quick, to be fair.
Yep,
Wait,
there's the
Charlotte,
win
you're
stop.
driving tomorrow. Yes! I get to believe. Right, as Saar is actually within DRS now of the top 3. This is crazy.
So
This
Saar
strategy
should
is
be
so much
able,
better.
if Hoffing doesn't pit soon, like Saar should be able to pull away if he was in front with a tyre
Yeah,
difference.
if he gets in front, all he needs to do is just like I don't even know, just
But
pit
then
on
he's
the
going to be
same lap.
catching. He's
To be
going to be
honest.
trying. Yeah, he could just go for an undercut again if he really wanted to. But
Yeah, as he's trying to make a move on Ellen round the outside, he's going to have to be a switchback. He tries to hold it.
done it.
Oh, he's got it.
He's gone a long
Tire
way.
advantage is crazy.
Yeah. And surely now Ellen has
Oh
got
yeah,
to be thinking of
whoops, my
pitting.
bad. Just further down, Booty gets past the Sauber. We haven't really spoken about Sauber this race. I don't envy Sauber around here. It's very bad. So, for them. As we have actually reached half race distance
No, we
now, I
haven't.
believe.
Lap
No, we
29.
haven't. I can't do maths. Very good. Accounting, by the way. Poor. Ellen
If you haven't got a
finally
spreadsheet
did.
to work it out, it's just not
If I haven't
happening.
got a spreadsheet, oh, I get a grip. As Ellen is going to come out like nowhere, like surely. As whereabouts? Rent has come out on the mediums, which does surprise me a little, to be honest, because
He's locked himself
Why?
in for a 2-stop
yeah,
then.
he has come out ahead though of Ellen, and I think it might be close between Scott there, I believe. No, sorry, Chesley Reese. My bad, I was looking the wrong way.
Saar has gone through.
Yep, Sarah's in the lead now, and with those that tire advantage he's got at the moment, and the pace advantage, to be honest, just pull away a little bit, pit next lap or something, be on the same strategy as the you know, the top guys, and you're kind of fine. Or go for an overcut, but that's very risky. Who knows? Ellen is stuck at the moment behind Rens. This is probably the best time for Saar to come into the pits. Racing
Yeah,
Bulls
I mean-
try not to get a Div 2 driver in their like lineups, but like every race.
They will stay out. I mean, this is like reminding me of like when I played F1 Manager and stuff, and it's like you're on a 2-stop, and then I don't know, there's just no reaction from other teams, and all of a sudden you're in a good position.
Yeah, 1.4 seconds already ahead of Exotic. Exotic will
He's
put onto
almost
the
going to get
medium.
3 seconds if this
Yeah,
goes on.
maybe Saar goes onto the mediums. Who knows?
Yeah. 1.7.
Yeah, I'm really unsure to why more people didn't do a 2-stop, because I, coming into this race, would have thought that
As
most
soon
people
as
would
the
do a
advantage
2-stop.
was so much, we saw Saar already gaining like a couple seconds.
Yeah,
a lap.
the 2-stop is the better strat here. I really thought that a lot more people would go for that, but I mean, I guess people are so obsessed with the 1-stops this game that they just, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Exotic was already behind Saar before everything kind of happened.
Ellen still struggling to get past Rens at the moment. This is very good for Saar, really.
I mean, Ren isn't slow though. He's on new mediums.
They're
And
both
he's
on,
had purple
on
sector
new
one.
tyres, but yeah, just
Yeah, last
releases
lap they were like a
Ellen.
second quicker than Saar.
Oh, never mind then.
But they're not going to be a second quicker if they go wheel to wheel.
Yeah, a bit of contact there as well, and yeah, Rens this season has been very dirty, should we say? Lots of tickets against him, lots of 5 seconds released for him. been difficult to watch Rennes this season.
Darman's on
But
the scene though,
Yeah.
on Exotic. But anyway, last lap
Darman,
time, Saar 28.8, and we've got Rennes 27.5.
is that Darman on a? Yeah, Darman
Darman
might
on
be on a
newer
1.
tyres.
Oh, no, he's a 2. He's a 2. No,
Darman
he is a
goes
1.
through.
Surely.
What? He's on. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he's got past Exotic already. Exotic's Loki throwing this race a little bit. I don't know. Just,
No, well, Darman's away here. He's on a 1-stop.
yeah, Darman's got a great chance.
Yeah,
When did he
Darman
pit? What's his tyres?
is 9-lap old.
Yeah. Wait, hang on. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw Darman pitting way before Ellen. And look at the difference
And look at the
on
difference.
the track.
He's currently P2 and she's P9. Yeah, crazy difference.
Look, 17-second gap,
Oh.
basically, between the McLarens. Just under 17 second. Well, if Darman can make the end and have decent pace, but
has a
everything
great
it's going to be
chance.
interesting when everything kind of closes up
Levels out.
and the strategies converge.
The last 10 laps, I think, will be good.
Here goes Ellen.
Can Ellen get past Rent here? Down the outside, has to back out here. I mean, you're never going to make that move round the outside.
No. You don't want to go wheel to wheel in that last sector because it just costs you so much time. It's better just to sit behind, even if you think you're going to lose time. Here goes Exotic finally.
Finally comes in, yeah. Onto the mediums.
The Winter's in
Now,
as well.
it's a sprint to the end. De Winter coming in for his second stop. And, I mean, there's a small difference between them, to be fair. They're close on track.
But the Winter was ahead
that's
in the
right.
early laps because of obviously starting
Yeah.
softs. And
Yeah.
yeah, the Winter really
course,
needed.
yeah.
He's going to have to overtake Exotic and do way more. I mean, he needs to win the race. That's not going to happen at this rate.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't
Darman
know why I'm trying to big up anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darman looks pretty good at the moment. Saar looks pretty good position. Yeah, you got Ellen ahead who's on better tyres. I don't think De Winter will be winning this. We could be seeing Exotic crowned as champion. It should be done deal, really. But, you know, anything can happen. We could see a random safety car near the end.
Lap
Very
53.
surprising from 31
Lap
laps.
53
to
rings a
actually
bell.
win. Yeah. 31 laps so far. And we haven't actually had, like, any big incidents. So, for Div 3, trust me, guys, that says a lot.
I mean, you're kind of tempting fate. There's like a whole another normal race distance to go.
I cannot wait. Oh, here we go. As they're side by side.
This time
Ren's on the
Ellen's
inside. He's going
a
to try and
little
hold
further
it.
ahead. Ren's horseback ahead. Ellen again.
Side by side.
Renz gets a penalty. Ellen jumps over the curb. Renz almost goes into the barrier. Ellen's
Very
ahead.
close there racing, but Ellen does make the move in the end. Maybe a little force wide. You might be seeing a little report from Renz there as they go side by side. A little tiny bit of contact.
I mean, Ellen's
Plenty
ahead
of
on the
space on
inside
the
there.
left.
Right, I
Plenty
think,
of space on the left. Renz could have turned in a little bit more.
I think Ellen's
stayed
ahead on the
track.
inside, so it should be okay for Ellen.
Yeah. So I don't really think they're worried about anything, to be honest, considering currently McLaren easily on for the constructors with this really
After that
poor
Ferrari
Red
pit stops, they've now dropped back down to third. As
Yep.
Simeon has retired, but he's just
on track, but
on
it's
track,
not,
but it's not a
yeah,
crash.
just a retirement like that. They didn't really need to do that, to be honest, but it's like I said, you see people where
But he couldn't even
drop
bother
out.
to drive back to the pits. He just, fair
one more
enough.
sector, by the way. Come on, lads. Starman closing on Saar up ahead.
Hoffing.
As we see Ellen
Yeah,
make
yeah,
a move
Hoffing
on
ran
Scott.
outside.
Sorry, I was looking at that.
Yeah, I thought you were just saying like the wrong driver then. Yeah. Hoffing through. Puts a bit of distance between herself and Renz. There we can see the difference. Darman with 100% ERS. Ready to strike.
I mean,
Well.
he's on the better tyres at the moment.
It's funny
Yeah,
how
the
like
best
quickly
strategy-
the tyre offset, like in the tyre, it was Saar like with the rapid lap times, and now Darman with the best tyres, and then yeah,
It's an interesting race. It definitely changes things because you've got a mixture between 1 and 2 stops. And you don't see that during during other races.
Backs out
so
of
it's
it,
very-
Darman. Almost looking down the inside, but just wants to get DRS on the next straight. I'm sure Saar trying to let Darman through, I think. Trying to be cheeky. Darman a little bit further back now. As James spams the chat. Darman round the outside. Darman to the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix on lap 33.
James stops spamming. Ugh. As Renz makes a move past Scott as well, up into P6, and I mean,
Jacob here.
yep,
Almost going for it.
almost,
Exotics also
yeah.
right there.
right.
Jacob hits the back
Oh,
of Scott.
Mercedes trying not to cause contact challenge.
Saar's in. There we
Cool.
go.
Saar should be going on to the mediums, and that releases Darman. And I mean, Darman has nothing to worry about at the moment. He's got big gap behind to Ellen. He just needs to worry. Well, not really worry about much. So there we see the late break from the Mercedes, just tapping Scott there. As Saar has come
On another
out
set of
very
hards.
far behind at the moment. On hard, so that's fair enough. And
Lagging
comes
a bit.
out in P9, behind ahead of Wilkinson, behind Exotic. And I
Should be
mean,
rapid now,
yeah.
though.
yeah, you'd hope. Darman currently got about an 12-second gap to his teammate. And, I mean, you could just say that he's kind of okay. Jacob finally tries to make a nice clean move on Scott. Scott's going to fight it through turn
Gonna
7,
push him
falls a
wide.
little bit wide, a little bit of
As
wheel
through
lock.
goes Exotic. The championship leader takes 2 places as Jacob gets ahead of Scott. It's Yates being passed by Renz later on that straight. But well, Scott.
One move from Exotic.
Scott. Yeah. Well, I mean, Scott pushing Jacob a little bit wide, and then Exotic taking advantage. Exotic is in a good position, and the Winter purple sector on this lap, but outside the point still. With the Zona.
Oh, 10-second penalty for Mashona. That is pretty much sealed Red Bull's fate, that they will not become Division 3 champions, which is unfortunate for them. But yeah, Renz comes in as well and moves Yates up into P4. There's a right mix up here of the order with the difference in strategies. And I mean, we were saying about the two-stop being the better strategy, but now you see some of the two-stoppers, you're like, was it really the best strategy? Because they're not looking exactly amazing right now.
Well, we'll see come the end of the race. He's not really. The 2 stops are further back. As there goes Saar making a move. As also Jacob making a move in the 4th down the straight. Saar just about gets it slowed.
Almost slams into the back of Yates there. That could have been bad. He's
Gets
got
a good
better
exit. Yeah. And around the
Should
outside.
be easy.
Should get it done on the brakes. No ERS.
Gonna fight
It
it.
turns in a
Ooh,
bit.
a little
More
bit of contact.
Bit more contact.
More. Just try and hold it around the outside though, towards turn
Oh,
10. Oh,
oh.
big contact!
Oh, that was not
Oh,
on.
awful rejoin as well. Yates, Dilly, as Saar gets another 3 seconds. That's awful from Yates, really, as they're still side by side. but-
As
oh,
Scott gets tagged.
Saar really coming under heavy pressure there, as you see contact there. And Tom Yates just goes a little bit wide. Now they're side by side, and it was okay. And then on the exit, Tom Yates just turns across on him.
Just turned
As he
straight
came
into
back.
him.
It's the
Just
Alpine as
fully
well.
turned
Saar
into
does.
me. Yeah.
That is really that's dampened sorry Saar's race a little bit there. Has he got damage? He seems to be okay. He's got damage.
Slight damage. Surprised it's not more, to be fair. It might be that damage that they don't even know they have.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for
Saar's
Saar.
going to
He
be
was
in
on
the fight here
easily,
for the
yeah.
podium. I mean, as much as he might be in the wrong division, he's going to give us an interesting end. But
Gives Alpine a chance to gain a little bit more. If they can gain 2 more positions and
bit of
overtake
contact
Saar.
between Wilkinson and the Alpine has got.
Yeah, if they can overtake Saar, then Alpine could get P6 in the constructors. It's all on the table, really. So we've got this huge fight going on for P7 at the moment.
Yeah, Yates just
Wilkinson
started
trying to
ahead.
get back into this race. He's been absolutely no man's land for the last couple laps, really, since he's pit.
The Winters
There's
trying to look for a
oh,
gap.
contact, a little bit forcing Elias off. Elias maybe going for a little bit of a risky move there. I'm not really sure if
There's
he
an
was expecting
opportunist
it.
gap there, really.
Yeah, you can see he kind of set it up and then suddenly just went for a little nose.
He gets a
front.
3-second as well in the live
Yeah.
feed between the replay and coming back. He gets a 3, so yeah, that's not going to help him. He's a bit wide there as well.
Either.
Exotic still with none, and Jacob.
Yep.
Hoffenk with 2.
Hoffenk with warnings is different, as she's closed up a little bit of a gap here. It was 13 seconds a couple laps ago, and over the last couple laps, slowly been increasing. It's now 7.6, so it's close. And Exotic has been faster than Ellen as well on those medium tyres.
No,
so
isn't
there's yeah.
Hang on.
Oh, sorry, Hoffenk's been quicker. My bad. I read it the
I was
wrong
going
way.
to say, we're reading the same thing. There we go. Look at how much Hoffenk is gaining.
Yep, heavy. So
Saar's actually ahead of Jacob.
and maybe that damage is not affecting him as much. As Jacob's been great on his tyres though. As we see nice on his tyres, beautiful. Currently sat in P5. Of course, Saar has that 6 seconds of time penalties to deal with at the end. So it's Meltz gets another 3 to make it 6. Red Bull struggling here, really on a day that they needed something to happen. Really bottled.
Saar sets the fastest lap there. Of the
Charlotte,
race.
imagine having Foden in your team and not Semenyo. Oh. Yeah, Saar is actually very quick at the moment, considering he's got damage.
It's very minor damage though. Yeah, I don't know if he'll even know he's got damage.
So
That damage that
yeah, that's fair.
when I say that someone's got damage, I'm like, no, I didn't. I'm like, well, it says here, but very. Yeah,
Well, I've got the
minor.
date.
Yeah, I've got the data. Banging wheels here. Wilkinson ahead of Scott. We've got about 20 laps to go.
Ugh. Long race. Wilkinson's trying to make that move on Scott, but Scott not having any of it. Just holding on to P8 at the moment. Meltz just needs to be patient here. Could try and get past down the straight, but seems like Meltz hasn't been very quick down the straight, even with his Goblin wings.
It's all about managing the RS if Scott can just about hold enough, but actually melts up the inside
late
last corner.
move.
Scott goes a bit
Also
wide.
a little bit wide. Yeah.
And back down the inside into turn 1. Meltz maybe giving that place back, but then
Oh,
gets the
what a
cut back.
switch back from Meltz. That's beautiful.
As Saar gets past Exotic into turn 5.
It is definitely damage that he does not notice, as he's got DRS as well, so he can just try and hold on to this lead. Well, lead over Exotic, sorry.
Scott's back ahead. Wilkinson's back ahead again. As
What a fight going on there for P8.
they're swapping over down the straight again. And almost banging wheels
No way
again. Maybe
contact.
did bang wheels.
Side by side through turn 7.
But we'll just quickly see Exotic ahead of Saar. Saar trying to
Saar
hold
on the
it.
exit. Could be
But-
better, but nope. Exotic better on those mediums. As there's another swap again between Scott and Wilkinson. Are we going to see him side by side still? Through turn 9. Wilkinson's going to try it. Is he going to be able to get close enough next to Scott? Yes, he is. Are they going to go side by side through the whole lap?
Down the inside again.
Oh, it's close.
Wheel
It's just
locking.
a little bit of contact. They are so close. More contact there. They're trying to go side by side for a whole lap. They're slowing each other down, but who cares? Exotics keeps holding off.
Yes, Sar was very close there in the last couple of corners and then turn one. As once again
swapping
these two
again,
side by side.
side. What a fun lap for him.
And still. Bit of contact into turn 5 between Sar and Exotic as they do battle,
Sar
and
doing
once
great
again
DRS
Sar with
games.
DRS. Yeah.
Constantly getting it.
As Hoffeng is really gaining on Darman as well.
Still as well. This fight here is
Oh.
really helping. Oh,
Bit of a
contact there. Yep. This fight here is really helping those two McLarens kind of stay a little bit clear of Sar. Sar's the main threat, really, but with the ooh,
Slight, like, yeah,
there.
in the mirror
Not sure
there,
why
you
he's
can
done
see.
that. Yeah. But yeah, at the moment.
And here we go with Scott around the outside.
He's going to be able to hold it. No, that time he bit off more than he could chew that time, and has to just fly off. There's we head through towards turn 12. He just couldn't
Sar's
get
ahead
the
of
move done
Exotic.
there. Ooh,
Makes
again,
a move in the last
Sar.
corner. Exotic's a bit wide. Wow.
Well, these guys hit lap 40 and decided, well, it's time to fight.
Still swapping
And
over.
they're actually fighting now. So this whole rest of the race could be crazy. As whoa! Contact between the two, and Ren just manages to miss Scott, who was pretty much half like sideways. As we look at his teammate Jacob is making a move on Mazhona, and while that's going on as well, Exotic makes the move on Sar.
Yeah, but
This
Sar's
all
going to be
going
right there
on.
on this next straight. Mazona as well. Jacob. They're all within a second as Hoffeng takes the lead. Meanwhile, down into turn 9, came from a long way back, takes the lead. As there's not quite swapping over here. Sar gets very close to Exotic. As Renz is getting involved as well in this fight, in the Wilkinson fight. And Booty Campsite as well.
They're having a little fight of their own.
This should be the moment that we swap to see the accident here.
There we go. Danny's like, oh, just wasn't close enough and just touched his rear wheel there. So it's very
Zona tried a little dive there on Exotic in the last corner. Going for some unorthodox moves now, I have to say. Last sector was normally my happy place to play a replay, but now it seems like they're just sending it everywhere. It's turned into a Div 3 race. You've
Yep, the last
it.
couple laps have changed the race. Oh, God. As we look, Darman's still sat in that DRS of Ellen, just can't make a move. And about 7 seconds down the road, Exotic has just taken P3 away
Sar back up
again.
the
Sar's gonna go for a
inside.
late move. There's a bit of contact between them as they kind of ricochet into each other. That's not the words. As Sar needs to try and get the move on Exotic again, as he's got Mazhona right behind him. He's going to launch one. Sar's going to launch one. Jesus Christ, what a move from Sar into the side of Exotic, pretty much. That was insane. What a move from the Racing Bulls driver.
Yeah, wow, just absolutely sent it.
What a move.
Wasn't gaining
Here we
ground
go.
in the straight.
Oh, 3 attempts back. Maybe a bit too much contact for Exotic's liking.
And then he was there, and hang on.
Comes in. What?
Exotic on the mediums, 35% is in. How many laps has he done? 12. To be fair, another 12 laps, he'd be on like 70%, and there'd still be a few laps to go. And, well,
Strange strategy choice, really, from Exotic. De Winter can now win the driver's title if he just gets up
wins the race. If he wins the race.
first. Yeah, so De Winter needs
We'll just
a
imagine De
miracle.
Winter is actually first, and we're not watching Hoffing.
He's on the mediums, on the mediums as well, so he's going to be in the same situation as his teammate.
Yeah, but he's just going to risk it. That's what he did in Qatar. Exotic straight away, side by side.
Come out in an awful spot, really, as these guys have been
Yates is
scrapping
right there
away.
as well.
Oh God, Exotic just wanted to fight, really, didn't he?
No, here we go.
Here we go. We said the same.
Down the straight and gets ahead. Is there going to be any late send from anyone? Oh, there is. Wilkinson breaks deep and hits the back of the Ferrari as we ride on board with Yates. And maybe the battle's not quite done yet. Wilkinson under pressure from Yates. Wilkinson is surely going to be too far back though. From Exotic.
Don't
He
say
breaks
that,
late
bro.
again.
Star.
Yeah, but Wilkinson surely has just not got the tyres for it, I would say. You'd like to think so. And wide. Wide there goes Yates. It's another penalty. 6 seconds now, not many drivers without a penalty. One of them without is Hoffenk, who is building a big lead. Darman.
A lot of laps though.
Darman has just got all of his ERS. Actually, Sauber unlapping. It's enthusiast.
Finally, a Sauber mention. They've been very quiet this race.
Yellow
They've been
flag, hang on a minute,
behind.
Wilkinson is off it.
Wilkinson.
And Scott.
Oh, it's these two again. Oh, coming into the path of, I'm not even sure who that was. It was a Williams.
Williams
Something like
is Steph? Yeah.
Oh, almost slams into the side of him. That could have been awful. And these two apparently fierce rivals now enjoying a great fight. Wilkinson and Josh and Josh
Safety
decide
car, safety
to
car,
pause.
Scott.
Oh, that could be purposeful.
It's randomly on the straight. It has happened.
Well, that was definitely on purpose. As Hoffenk decides to pit in.
Yeah, let's just see the moment it happened. Yeah, you just see him turn into the wall, basically. On the
right.
lineup.
Well, did he not realise that, Pens can go into the next season? Oh dear.
Yeah, because Valtteri
if that gets
Bottas will have a
reported-
grid penalty
Yeah.
on his first
If
race.
that's reported, well, Josh has got a race ban.
Well, I mean, what if I report it?
You can report it. I don't care.
Yeah,
I mean, interesting to see where everyone comes out. Saar has decided to stay out and take track position.
he doesn't really have a choice if he wants to. If he's used. Safety car.
He didn't take any damage.
What?
He didn't get any damage.
I swear that normally you just.
He did it really nicely, to be fair. His wheels should be gone.
What has he done that? Normally it
damage,
like
maybe.
disqualifies you as well if you hit the safety car sometimes.
Yeah, let's see the damage.
No.
What the hell? Right, well, this is shaking up the race a little bit. Darman coming out on the softs. Ellen sticking with the hards. Maybe a strange
If you're
choice.
on a
but she has no
two-stop
medium
though,
to
have
go
you got
on.
any tyres to go to? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, soft tyres should be the choice for most people, to be honest, because
Well-
you should have a spare set from quali.
Yeah, but it's quite a long way to go still. We saw the Winter hardly make it far at all.
That's true. He did about 12 laps. He probably got that left, to be honest.
Now we'll have to see. Safety car before lap 53, which was
Yeah,
a fail
a lot of these guys, if they were doing a one or two stop, most people probably went for the harder allocation, so they don't really have another mediums.
No.
We'll have a safety car for a couple laps here.
It's going to take a
Well,
while because
Sauber's
obviously
just
everyone's so spaced out. And well, Enthusiast here has managed to unlap himself. With obviously Enthusiast hasn't pitted, so obviously when Ellen pitted, then Enthusiast was able to unlap. He's going to have to catch up a long way. Steph, though, is going to be a lap car in the train. Martin begging for the safety car to wait. We could be here all day. look at the gap.
It will be
It
probably
stays
another
out for
lap.
it normally stays out for 3 laps, and if everything's not caught
Yeah.
up by then, it just says, well, tough luck. And then it gives you a
Stuff,
limiter just to like really rub it in. It's like, yep, you will not be catching up. And you cannot apply power.
Where did Steph go in the lineup? Is he second?
What do you mean?
Check it, Steph. Check 16th. Oh, that's so unfortunate. He's not going to be able to unlap himself as well, so his race is
I mean,
basically
even
over.
if he did unlap himself now, there's no chance he's catching up.
Yeah, he's not allowed to unlap
Yeah,
himself.
the only
so
way
he's
to
gonna be
unlap
stuck.
is if everyone else like
P9.
went off the track and then it like lets him go through.
Yeah,
that's a bit-
so that's
that's-
so unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
And of course, Harris and Enthusiast are both going to catch this pack. Well, they're not going to, might not catch it, but he's going to be basically a lap behind
Everyone.
P15. So unfortunate for Steph.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
well,
what happens.
I mean, hopefully on F1 27, they will have unlapping. There's no way it's coming
Yeah.
for F1 26 DLC. I mean, surely not.
Not that important. Come on,
Yeah.
got the crappy cars to. Oh, the game's going to be so bad, isn't it?
They're gonna have to. I mean, they say it's just with DLC, but there's all the new battery stuff and overtake.
Everything changing. I don't understand how it's a DLC.
The overtake thing and like the battery boost, and then obviously the straight mode. I think they're calling it now, instead of X and Y or whatever they were calling it before.
What was Mom?
That's the overtake thing.
Your
Boost.
mom.
Because there's the amount they can use on a lap, and there's also an extra amount they can use if they're within a second at a detection point. Yeah. Anyway, those are the position swaps. And
Not been that many, really. Yeah, I mean, Yates.
but did I see a bit of debris
up
there,
seven.
or am I just seeing things? I'm probably just seeing things, to be honest.
I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest.
Well, I'm seeing based on
Yeah,
my
Charlotte, spend most
sources.
of your time backwards anyway, to be fair. Or at least going backwards.
Charlotte
Well,
says
Campos
straight
and Anakin.
mode, not for me then. As there is a bit of damage here, but it's the same thing as
I haven't
Saar.
seen the normal Red Bull livery in so long.
There we are, safety car's coming in. And well, to be fair,
Oh,
he's not going
Right,
to
it's
catch,
Albert.
surely not.
we're going to have one lap of racing.
We're going to have 11 laps of racing to the sides of the championship, the winter.
It's gonna be
Can he
a
come all the way
first
back
world
through? He's on
championship
hard
or
tyres.
exotic.
The winter.
Is it going to be an 8th world championship for Elias de Winter?
8th World Championship.
Here, Boris, to go.
Well, here we go. Saar leading the way. And actually, yep, here we go. He's actually caught up. So Enthusiast is probably going to be maybe just unlucky.
Hawkeye
He might
Harris
actually
is coming
catch it,
around the
to be
final
fair.
couple corners. All he needs is just to slow it down a little bit. Saar's going to go early. Oh, no, he's not. He's not gone.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
and
gone.
Oh,
Oh,
already
he's
big
coming.
contact on the restart. Wings flying off. Up and down the order. We're back underway in Abu Dhabi. Saar leads, and there's already wings flying off there. I think Steph causing problems. Maybe not Steph. It's totally his fault. There was something going on with the lap car. And
Trying
Yeah,
to get out of the way.
contact. because they don't ghost anymore, so obviously bit of an issue. As here we go, Darman getting through on the soft tyres and taking second place, looking to challenge
Here we are to
Saar
take the
maybe.
lead, though. Down the outside. He's going to be able to hold it through turn 6-7. He's going to hold it. He's going to get the inside. He's got it. He's going to have to try and get a better exit, though. Saar has easily got the better exit. Steph gets a... I mean, that's a bit unfair of a 10-second for ignoring blues when he's
got
right
that
in the
on
thick of
grid.
it.
He's retired.
Steph retires. I'm not even surprised. He's just retired on
Had
track
enough
ahead.
of that.
That's a
Yeah.
pause and a pause job, so that's honestly fair enough. I would have done it in the pits, but that's honestly fair. Unlucky race for the Williams driver as Darman leads the way now, and down the inside is Renz on De Winter. De Winter needing to
Bit
get
of
past his
contact.
teammates a couple of cars ahead.
Ren's
Tom
now
Yates
scrapping with
having his move.
Yates. Yeah. And again, Ren's being involved in a bit of contact in that last sector. But well, let's just really quickly see if there's a quick little moment to just try and work out what was going on. I think it was involving the Williams.
Yeah, I don't even know what happened there. Really.
Exotic's gone wide.
Darman stretched a second, by the way, as we watch this fight.
Yep, Exotic went a bit wide at turn 1. And that allows Mazzona through as down the inside goes Elias De Winter on his championship rival. Exotic with the up and under. Trying to fight it back, and they're almost pushing each other off the road down the straight. The two championship rivals as Hoffenk and Saar scrap away. It's Exotic back ahead of De Winter, but De Winter maybe looking up the inside.
No!
Concertina
Contact!
and Saar
What's
getting
Hoda?
involved.
Through both of them and gets up into P3.
Wow, as the Ferraris still scrap it out, and Yates as well fighting the Mercedes. There's so many battles. As
Oh, a late move down the
De
inside
Winter
for
up in the
Elias. Jesus Christ, did not need to do
Cam
that.
slide
That's never-
almost
Cam
crashes out.
Jesus Christ. We're in the final, 10 laps of Division 3 in Season 7. We've seen this carnage.
Everyone
Jesus Christ.
just going for it. I don't even know if I
Rip
took a
race.
replay of it. No, that's still the safety car restart. We were too focused on what was actually... I was too focused on what was actually going on. Didn't even click the button, but I mean, there was so much going on. Could have had about 5 replays on that one lap.
The win still has an outside shot here of the win. He is within touching distance. Just needs to
Needs
make
a
sure
bit of
he can
chaos,
run.
though. Oh,
Yeah, he
man.
needs heavy
Oof,
chaos.
yeah.
And he, of course, has that 3-second, which apparently he can remove. So, I mean, I think no one else can remove any others as well.
Well,
He has a
one of them
really
was-
outside
who's
shot
the one who
of
got
the
it in
win.
the pits? Someone got it in the pits.
I can't remember. Saar, maybe? There's the
Maybe.
win behind Saar, speaking of which. Is he going to make a late move? He really does need to get a move on, of course, with 9 laps remaining. He needs to try and...
Again, contact at
Oh,
turn number
little
7.
contact. Oh, they managed to hold side by side. And will De Winter be able to make the move? He's got the DRS. Both of them have the DRS from the car ahead. It's the other Ferrari now of Exotic.
Exotic all the
Round
way around the outside,
It's 3
three
wide.
wide.
Oh, there's a bit of contact there. That's a bit filthy from Star. As they're side by side, Exotic manages to make the move. De Winter has to kind of see position there as he goes for a late
Down the
lunge
inside.
down the inside.
Contact
Oh, and there's
between the two
contact.
Ferraris. De Winter goes through. De Winter not caring about the team anymore. It's all about his
Oh, another
chance
3.
in the Drivers' Championship. Sends it on Exotic.
Well, they're out. They know they're out of the constructors' fight. So now it's the only thing they can fight for, and it's close between them, but still not close enough. De Winter needs to gain more positions, and he needs Exotic to lose more positions. It's going to be a difficult task for De Winter, but he's got about 8 laps to do so. What a way to finish the season for the Ferrari drivers. I mean, just a bit of carnage to go along with them. Exotic really well. He's got damage here, so he needs to manage that a little bit, but it might be the same damage
It's the
as
same
Saar's got,
damage,
really.
yeah.
Yeah. As speaking of Saar, they're going to go side by side through towards turn 6. And I think it's an easier move as down the inside. He's going to try and fight it. He's going to have the outside. Tries to spin, but they've locked! They've locked!
Unbelievable.
Oh, no. And he's fallen down the order.
Yeah.
De Winter, it is on his shoulders now. He just needs to gain a couple more positions. He needs to win. He cannot get a P2. He needs the win. That is a difficult task at the moment. He's within the DRS already of Masona. We have got 8 laps remaining. Exotic is out of the points. Come on, let's have a little replay of what happened there. He seemed to try and go for the
Lock on.
switchback, and they just locked wheels, and that's even more damage for Exotic.
I
And
think
now
Saar's had an
it
issue
is-
as well. I'm
yes,
not entirely
Saar's
sure. He's
fire.
out.
Fire.
VSC.
It's a virtual safety car.
Yeah, I'm
So
not quite
it
sure.
holds
I
Elias
saw yellow
Progress
flag
a
as I
little
switched to the replay. Oh! De Winter.
Ooh. A 10-second penalty
Hang
here.
on. Should we
Really
just
try
have
and get
it?
that
I
removed.
wonder if... I don't know, what was it? Slight tap? I mean,
That was nothing. It just looked like he.
yeah.
That was as the VSC was called. That's so
Yeah.
unfair. That will most likely be removed. He will report that because this is for the title.
BSC
So
ending.
it's all down to Elias. What can he do here? I mean, still, Exotic
Melts.
could get points. Mel's a drive-through. That's horrible for him. Great for Exotic, of course, because he is sat in P12. But he doesn't have a pen. Oh, we're going down to the final lap here. Honestly, it could get interesting.
Look
6
at their
points
gap.
separate
Yeah.
the two. And, I mean, De Winter still needs to gain a lot more time.
Yeah, De
He's
Winter
got
has to
someone on
win
the
the
front of his
race.
head.
And he's...
Starman seems to be
little-
struggling as
no.
well.
Yeah, but Hoffenk just managing things, and well, Hoffenk would be difficult to stop. And the zone is quite wide there. Turn 9.
He needs to gain a little bit on Jacob as well, because Jacob sat there in P5.
I
Will
mean,
be
the Winter's going to be
hardcore as well.
outside the points at the end, almost, with the 13 second, but obviously...
It's on paper. Oh,
Mazzona.
Mazzona makes a mistake there. Down the inside is Elias. Are we helping Elias here?
Mazzona back up the inside.
Mazzona's going to try and fight it back. Slides through the final corner. Those soft tyres may be running out, and it seems that same for Darman, as Darman's under pressure from
Mazzona
Ellen.
back up the inside of turn
Oh,
1.
down the outside. What a great move from
But well, the Winter's lost a lot of
Elias.
time there. And the
4.4
Winter really
seconds
needs to
ahead.
hope for McLaren civil war and battle ahead, otherwise...
And he's hope that Mazzona stops fighting
Mazzona
him so
back
much
up the
down the
inside.
inside. And he's brought Jacob back into the fight here. Jacob's now within DRS. And with that comes Wilkinson, Renz,
the Winter's under
everyone
pressure,
else.
the Winter moves.
Oh, pressure, bit of
In a
damage
reactive
there.
manner there, down straight. The Winter not giving up, breaks extremely late there. Wilkinson
Oh, it's
goes through.
carnage.
He's going to have to peel into the pits so soon to take the drive through. Within a few laps of getting it. The Winter still under pressure. He's burnt all his ERS. He goes for it down the inside on the Zona.
Jacob could get a good exit here. It's all down to the exit, but no. Elias has actually done a really good job on the exit, and he moves up into P3. And it's 5 seconds down the road from Hoffenk. He needs to really get a move on and try and push on. Elias knows that he needs to win this race. He knows he needs to get through the order as quick as possible. If he wins the race, it then doesn't matter how many positions that Exotic goes up after the pens have been
Well, it
added.
does,
because
though.
there are a couple of people ahead.
If the
he needs to get,
Winter...
like, 6 points.
Yeah, as it stands, Exotic could get a decent position with all the penalties, so
Yeah.
he could still...
Two Red Bulls now fighting a little bit, both with 9 seconds, so it's on track, but Wilkinson still has that drive through to serve. As Exotic there gets a 3, as I was saying about moving up with pens. Actually, now he might move down. He won't move down.
go ahead of a few people with 6. But anyway, the Winter's not really going to win this race unless something crazy happens now.
Late safety car, I heard.
It's almost a bit too late for that. Here we go, Hoffenk still sitting in behind as the 2 Red Bulls swap over, and Jacob could be swarmed here down the straight. There's a yellow flag there for Chesney Reese, going very slowly.
Unfortunate for him because he was doing so well with the in the Williams.
Wilkinson.
He's
Bangs
fighting so
in.
hard. He knows he has a drive through. He knows he's
He
going
knows
to
he's
come
going to be
in.
dropping back about 20 seconds in a few seconds time. Literally, he's going to peel in now, probably. You would imagine. Yep, there he goes.
There we go. He had one last go out,
He gets
really.
another
Let's get
3
the
second
He got
from
the
the
bad
glitch.
warning. Yeah, he got the bad warning. Hoffenk still in P2. 4.4 seconds behind is Elias. It's closing up a little bit. Exotic is in the points though, and he would move up about maybe 1 or 2 positions. So it's close. It's still close. I mean, I don't think that Elias is going to be able to do enough.
Here we go, though. Hoffenk in the slipstream. Has had to wait a little while. Still sits in behind Arman, but on this next straight, on the run towards turn 9. It's surely going to be a change of lead for McLaren. McLaren looking to seal the Constructors' Championship in style. And here they go. They're going to be side by side, surely in turn 9. And Ellen round the outside, takes the long way and takes the lead of the race. Can Darman fight it back with the used soft tyres now? Not quite on the exit, and Hoffenk now leads unless there's a surprise move from Darman. Darman up the inside of turn 12. Darman trying everything. This would help the Winter, but he needs more still, the Winter, as Renz has been swapping over for ages. Jacobs got away. And
Jacob's been incredibly consistent this race, I feel. He's just been like very
No
calm, very
warnings.
smooth. And 0 warnings as well. He's been very good this race.
yeah, well, we will have a very long race director to scroll through at the end of this one. And well, Kai Harris is here. Look how many places he's going to gain from them all the penalties. He's going to get all the way up to 6th.
Jesus Christ.
He's just sitting behind, playing things patiently. And Darman coming back now with DRS down towards turn 6, down the inside. Hoffenk is happy to see that go there because Darman clambers over the curb, and now Hoffenk will have another chance with DRS. As Darman gets very close to the barrier on the inside. And is it going to be episode 2 of Hoffenk going around the outside? It is. Zona and Renz wheel to wheel.
These two slowing each other down as well. Actually does get De Winter, if he gets all
they've
of his pens
collided.
removed. Oh, contact! Yeah, if De Winter gets his pens removed, then Darman 3-second actually comes into effect, and he should get past and go up into P2. So it has mattered that Exotic is getting points.
I mean,
but,
a Hoffenk 3 seconds and De Winter getting his penalty removed. Yeah,
that's all it takes.
but it's about 3.1. Hoffenk just
Ellen-
needs to keep
Ellen-
this
It feels
up.
like Ellen's
Yeah.
had 2 warnings for like the whole race.
Ellen's got 100% battery, so I think we might be seeing a bit of an Ellen fastest lap on the final lap if things carry on. But Darman's still going to be going through for the time being. You see De Winter right there in the background. I mean, De Winter could still be reported
Little
for
does
those
he
other
know.
incidents as well that happened, so wouldn't be so
It's a day for
sure.
the stewards, I heard. Oh, go away, go away.
Zona and Ren still going at it, as once again, this time it's actually Darman maintaining the lead. Ellen can't quite go the long way round, and well, the lead on track looks like it's going to be decided on the very final lap, as once again it's Mazzona and Ren side by side, and Ren's ahead into turn 9, and it's Yates right tucked up behind Exotic, who will be taking the championship if it stands, but stuff's still very much on edge as we go towards the final lap of the season, the first ever Division 3 season. And Darman leads the way on the track, but Hoffenk is going to be right there with DRS and has got so much more ERS, and this might be the most flyby pass we've seen all day. As we're going to get onto the DRS zones, is it going to be the first DRS zone or the second one though? Darman will hope to try and fight back on the second one, but maybe Darman, we don't know if Darman will be trying to get any of his penalties removed, any of his warnings, and yeah, Hoffenk still recharging.
Ellen not pushing.
And De Winter's right there. De Winter is literally right on the back. De Winter is giving everything
What?
towards the end of this
Yeah.
race. And well, now,
very strange
here we
from
go.
Ellen. There
Ellen
you go.
is deploying it. And well, maybe, I'm not sure. Is this some kind of McLaren tactic here to try and get Darman as far ahead as he can? Or something, I'm not entirely sure. But
We're going
anyway,
to. I feel like they've slowed each other down.
Anyway, McLaren here on the way to taking the Constructors' crown in Division 3. They've already taken Division 2. They've had to make a bit of a comeback here in Division 3, to be fair, but towards the end of the season, they finally got up there, and Ellen looks like she's going to win back-to-back races as Darman rounds the final corner. He's got a penalty, but Darman crosses the line, and McLaren are the Division 3 Constructors champions. Ellen Hoffeng takes the win on the penalties. The Winter finishes in 4th, as Jacob finishes in 2nd, but the Winter's going to drop down the order massively. Exotic crosses the line, and Devon Exotic is the RFC Division 3 Drivers' Champion. As things stand, Exotic has battled through, and in this very long finale, Exotic has finally got there. He couldn't quite get there in Qatar, but here we go, as everyone's bunched up. I've no idea what's going on here, but what is going on?
What a game.
Anyway, yeah, Exotic has taken it.
On the final corner there, Elias, knowing what he needed to do, sent a move on Ellen and almost got her on the line. If he got his pens removed and got nothing else, and that win counted, that would have been insane, and that could have actually won the championship for him.
Yeah, well, I mean, he only had 3 warnings, so if one of those was in the pits, and obviously had that 10-second for that weird
The Alpine just like
collision, he
drove
just
off.
left the scene. And there we are. Division 3 is done. We've survived.
I haven't. So many FIA clips, I've actually just wanted to give up.
Anyway, there we are. McLaren taking a 1-3 in the final race. Jacob there getting up into 2nd after a very good race. To be fair, I don't know, did he get a warning in the end? I wasn't really paying attention when I checked. But anyway,
Scroll through it.
yeah, we're gonna have to embark. To be fair, it's probably not as much as Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Mexico was
Killer.
insane, but there we are. Well, safety car did certainly make things interesting. Obviously, we're going to have a little look at how that actually got caused, but anyway, there we are. I guess we kind of have to do interviews now because it was
Only with Exotic we could,
Yeah,
get away with
it's
it.
the last race. Last race of the season
Just
here.
drag him.
Why have I had 4 pings? Who's pigging? I
Do you want me
didn't
to
do-
drag him?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, man. Hello, guys.
Hello, is this the Division 3 champion?
It is. Hello.
That is the worst thing you ever said in your life.
Hello, guys.
Well, I mean, that was
Fucking
certainly a
hell,
bit of a
man.
stressful race, I would say, maybe, in terms of the end of the race. There was absolute carnage going on after a quiet
Bro,
start
I
to the race.
don't even know what was going on. I felt like I was just a target for every car on the grid, man. I literally tried to overtake like so many people cleanly, and I'm just getting that V car, bro. I don't know what he's on.
Is that
He's
Saar?
on mad things. Yeah, I don't know what he was on, but I'm not even bothered anymore, bro. I don't even care.
I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
Really. I'm not bothered.
No, but I'm just really happy, bro. I felt like they've taken this Ferrari somewhere a place it probably shouldn't have been, and I'm just happy that I finally claimed something that I think in my opinion, deserved to win this season. But yeah, I don't know much more I can really say. That race was chaos. I led some laps for a bit, and it was just all over the place. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
obviously, we saw that incident where, yeah, you and the Racing Bulls that you were talking about just locked on, and then, yeah, I mean, at that point, he must have been fearing for the worst, but obviously, in the end, he managed to get back to a decent position.
It was more of I don't know what really happened, because I got past him on the straight, and then he sent it and then pushed me wide, and I couldn't give him more room as I'm turning into the corner. He's locked wheels on me.
Yeah, he was just
And
like turning
then-
right basically, and
Yeah, was he just
Yeah.
turning right the whole time? Ah, of course. That doesn't surprise me.
well, yeah, he was just turning, and then just kept turning right pretty much until you're in the
Oh.
wall.
What did you see what happened with me? Well, obviously, I got past the two of them around the outside, and then the next corner. Who was the car that just hit me off the track?
Wait, like,
don't
when
remember that
was
one.
this like in the race?
In the final laps, I think just before the lap I got taken out by the V carb.
I mean, I'm pretty sure your teammate just like dived up the inside. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about.
Yeah, probably be that one, bro. I don't know what happened, bro. I got past him, and then I
Yeah,
just got.
yeah,
I felt like I've just been.
Yeah,
I've just been rammed off.
yeah, because then the racing balls got back through as well. After that, I think maybe. Yeah, yeah, because then you tried to re-overtake him on the next lap, and that's when obviously. Instant.
But I definitely think there needs to be a fix with the standards today. That was I don't know what the fuck was going on, bro.
Thought it was fine until the last couple laps, to be honest.
I'm not really surprised. As soon as I was speaking to Renz, as soon as if it's a safety car, I'll go chaos.
It was a late
To be fair-
safety car as well. It was basically
Yeah.
like 16 laps left. It was like, yeah, right. Well,
My
Yeah,
more
it's
thing was that the start of the race I was confused why my teammates started on softs, and then the whole strategy thing. Because I went onto mediums, I was like, well, I might as well just box on the hards. And the lap before the safety car came out, I went on the hards, bro. Oh man, my luck this season's been all over the place, but I'm just glad I finally got something to be proud of. And I think I've won it fair. I haven't been like massively dirty this season. So I think I've just driven the car and I've driven it to the max and driven it as like I always have, which is just care and giving space to everyone if I can. So yeah.
42 penalty points says otherwise.
Is there anything more you want me to say? I don't know. What more to say?
It's up to you if you want to say anything.
Well, I'm gonna shout out. Obviously, I'm gonna shout out a lot of people. Obviously, one of my two best mates for this season, Aiden and Ria Harris, Aiden and Renz. Those three people.
oh, we're thanking P.O. Paris. Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it, bro. Those
Get
three
out.
were.
No, goodbye.
very,
Go on,
very
go on.
happy with me.
Continue.
And then something that happened earlier last year in October has given me my motivation this season to win. So that is something. I've lost someone and then I've been able to win a championship. Obviously, I'm just happy. That's it from me though. So you can speak to anyone else. I've got a dash, but thank you for having me this season.
We also want
Thank
to
you very
dash.
much. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for having me, guys, this season, bro. Thank you very much.
Thank you for racing, bro.
No problem. I'll see you at the end of season awards. In a bit, guys. Bye
See you
bye.
later. Well done.
Bye-bye.
Clean up gang with a Hoover.
Oh,
What's it going? Where'd you find that brew?
just stop talking. Honestly, we can't hear you. Anyway,
Can't you?
we're just gonna end things there, I guess. Because we'll be back again tomorrow. Well, James and Eagle will be.
Yeah. Oh.
They'll be here for the Division 2 Drivers Championship Showdown. No constructors on the line there. So all focus on drivers. Pool A against Finley Smith. And we'll see you then. So that's it for Division 3.
This
of
guy's
Season
not a
7.
commentator, bro.
And, well, Eliza Winter is in the interview. If
No.
No.
Well, he was a bit late, so he's not joining. And we'll speak to him in the awards if he wins anything. Bye bye, everyone.